Wukong comes in a plain black box with a holographic sticker on the back. It's a really simple design, but that's alright. As long as they put most of their budget into the figure, I'm fine with the package being pretty plain. Black Myth is an RPG game based on Chinese mythology, specifically Journey to the West, which is one of 4 classical novels in Chinese literature. INART Queen Studios presents the Destined One, Wukong in his bronze armor. I got the premium version that has the additional unmasked head and staff extension and its effects. The smoke effects comes from Tamashing Nations. Born from a stone atop a flower fruit mountain, he became the king of monkeys. What struck me about this figure was its abundance of detail everywhere. He just has so much going on everywhere. I've been admiring what INART has been putting out and chose this 1/12 Wukong as my entry point. He had a magical staff that he can change its size on command, and when not wielding it, he shrinks it to the size of a toothpick and stores it behind his ear. That's pretty convenient. Among his many magical abilities, he can ride atop a cloud, basically flying. He can transform into animals or objects, and each strand of his hair can transform into duplicates of himself. But it was the unmasked head that was the last convincing element for me to pre-order this guy. Let's take a look at what's in the box first. You get this instruction manual, which is great. I love it when they provide a diagram like this that shows you where things are supposed to go and how to use it. You also get these stands, which is cool. And you get all these hands, which is great. You get 7 pairs of hands, 2 fists, 2 relaxed hands, 2 kind of clawing, aggressive hands, 2 martial arts hands where he's got 2 fingers pointing, and he's got 2 weapon holding hands, but then he's got another 2 weapon holding hands with slightly different kind of angle with his grip. But look at those staff effects, man, they're pretty sweet. And the staff effects are not super light, so they will weigh down the staff, but they give you a stand to help with supporting the staff when the effects are attached. Now, for the figure itself, I already swapped out some hands. Let's take a look at this guy up close. So you can put the gourd on his belt, and the belt clip on his back, it swivels 360 degrees. Taking a closer look here, you can see all these patterns and intricate sculpt for his armor. It's so amazing. It's like head to toe eye candy. And wherever there's no armor, there's fabric which has wired for articulation. And the fabric even has these thin wires that really helps with articulation. I mean, look at that armor sculpt. It's amazing. And the pattern on the fabric, man, how did they even do that? And his thigh armor plate things are just plastic, so they'll get out of the way. But yeah, look at that thigh armor and the dry brushing to bring out all that detail. Really superb. I really love that. Like the ridges have that nice brushed metal look, while the rest of the armor has this really antiqued dark look. But let's take a look at his articulation. And the head is on 2 articulation points, so it can swivel at the top of the neck and at the base. So you can look down that much and look up and tilt. His butterfly joints are kind of like Revoltex, where the whole shoulder slides across his chest. He's got a bicep swivel. Yeah, you can see it better on the armor side. Well, he has butterfly joints. His arms can only cross in front of his body so much by using just the butterfly joints. I mean, obviously you can still use the elbows to bring it in closer for dual wielding of his staff, but yeah, that's about how much his arm can cross his body, which is good. I mean, I can live with that. It's not super amazing, but it's pretty good. It's definitely less frustrating than some other companies' so-called shouldered butterfly joints. He's got double hinged elbows, but because things swivel, you have to make sure the armor's not going to impinge on that joint. So there's the double hinged joint, and his wrist articulation is like a Mayfix. It's a ball peg, so he can swivel all the way around and get horizontal or vertical articulation for the hands. Man, look at those hands. It's so his hands are kind of soft, so you could see the pliability of his fingers. That's super nice. But the peaking on even his hands are so cool with that gradient, with just the darker tips, and even the hair on the back. And his torso, he can twist this much. He can rock side to side. Like, it's hard to just know what exactly is going on here, but as long as the articulation is sufficient, right? And his legs can tick up that much. It's also looking closer at his leg articulation. It's also kind of like Revoltech, where you have the hip joint and then the upper thigh cut for abduction, but also for swiveling. There's his feet articulation and his double hinged knees. I have to say though, the armor does impede some of his articulation, but not so much that it makes it unenjoyable to pose. He can get into all the poses that I really want in it. Maybe not super deep crouching like a monkey might achieve, but for a humanoid figure, pretty good. Let's take out and swap out his heads. The masked head is what comes on its stock, and I have to say, the unmasked head is cool, but really this masked head is pretty sick. He looks like some sort of Oni, some sort of Japanese demon. Anyway, man, he just looks so amazing in photos. Those staff effects, they really catch the light well, and their translucency helps bring out color as long as you have light kind of coming in from behind them. And his prehensile tail, nice. It's not super bendy, but bendy enough to give motion and nuance to his poses. There he is with his staff effects, using that support stand that they give. And again, those smoke effects don't come with the figure. Time for some comparisons. Here he is with Deathstroke from LPZ or UPF, and Sexy Ice's Smasher. Here he is with Marvel Legends Nightcrawler and Mayfix Wolverine. The scaling works perfect here. And here he is with Revoltech's Amazing Spider-Man and Rage Toys Donatello. I wanted to put a non-human figure next to him. Here's McFarlane Toys' Gene Stealer and Mezco's Batman. He could also work in those worlds. And you see, once you put them in poses, he can really fit into many, many worlds. So I'm sure people are going to have lots of fun with him in their collection. This Splinter has some nice painting and sculpting in the fur and wraps, helping it to approach Wukong's level. But the cloth goods on Splinter show how much more detail Wukong has. While I really like this figure, there are a few little things that I wish were better. Like, I wish he had greater range of ankle articulation. And I wish he could have achieved more monkey-like poses, meaning deeper squats. But I could say those things for about every figure. So, really, he's only better than all these other figures. I think you're going to like this if you get him, so final reaction. Liking and subscribing will help me deliver more content like this. A small thing for you is a big deal for this channel. So thank you for watching till the end.